Okay, hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In the last session, we have discussed about wave theory of light. In this session, I am going to discuss about particle nature of light, that is corpuscular theory of light. Corpuscular theory of light. As per this theory, according to Newton, light and other radiant energies transmitted through space in the form of small particles. So, as per this theory, light traveled in the form of particles. After discovery of wave theory, the corpuscular theory significance was lost. Right? According to Newton, the light or other radiant energy transmitted through space in the form of small corpuscles. These are invisible particles. Corpuscle means invisible particles. So after discovery of light, after wave theory, the corpuscular theory lost its significance. Now, it is this black body radiation. Black body radiation. Black body is nothing but perfect emitter or absorber of all types of frequencies of radiation, whatever. An ideal body which emits or absorbs radiation with all frequencies called which one? Black body. So the radiation absorbed or emitted is called black body radiation. An ideal body which absorbs or emits radiation of all frequencies, called black body. The radiation emitted or absorbed called black body radiation. Right? This is black body radiation. So example is halo sphere, which is coated inside with a platinum black, which has a small hole on the wall of that body, act as black body. There is no perfect black body in the universe. There is no perfect black body in the universe. Few things can act as black bodies nearer to black bodies. Example is halo sphere coated with platinum black inside, which has small hole in its wall, can nearer to act as black body, can act as near black body, can act as near black body, right? Examples are there for black body in our nature, especially the flame which is obtained by heating an element, or some light which is emitted from which one, that is bulbs especially. First one is white light emitted by the hot filament in the light bulb. White light emitted by hot filament in the bulb especially. Second example, the reddish glow from the heating element in the electric stove. The reddish glow from heating element in electric stove. So these two are the examples. Black body radiation was given by Max Planck. Black body radiation, or black body was discovered by, radiation was given by Max Planck. Okay, this was developed by Max Planck. So now there is a graph given between the intensity versus wavelength. It means the perfect distribution of frequency of radiation is explained by drawing a graph between intensity versus wavelength. The perfect distribution of frequency is explained by plotting a graph between intensity versus wavelength. Now the graph it was given by Max Planck. Especially. Now it is intensity, next wavelength, right? So the first curve is as per this graph. This is the first curve, and this is the second curve. Okay. Here it is temperature T2, it is temperature T1. Temperature increases, intensity also increases. Here T2 greater than T1 is important. Temperature increases, high temperature T2, intensity also high. Low temperature T1, intensity also low. So temperature increases, intensity also increases. Right? Intensity gradually increases, it reaches to its maximum, followed by decreases, at a given temperature. This is the point they gave as per the graph, right? So next point, intensity gradually increases and reached to its maximum, and then decreases at a given temperature. Whatever it is, low temperature or high temperature, in the beginning increases followed by decreases. This is the point they observe. Now observe that this is high temperature wavelength, it is low temperature. Temperature low, even lower, wavelength is more. Temperature higher, wavelength is less. As the temperature increases, the wavelength will move to the shortest wavelength but not the longest wavelength. Now, as the temperature increases, the maximum intensity shift towards, as the temperature increases, the maximum intensity shifts towards lowest wavelength or shortest wavelength. Right? So this is shortest wavelength, it is longest wavelength. Temperature T2 more, temperature more, wavelength is shortest. Temperature less, T2 is longest. So these are the points Max Planck observed from this graph. Next, Planck's quantum theory. Discuss Planck's quantum theory. As you read the PUC, as per Max Planck, energy released or absorbed in the form of which one, that is a small quanta, small packets called quanta. So this is a Planck's quantum theory. Planck's quantum theory. Right. This was given by Max Planck, right? As per this, the absorption or emission of radiation mainly based on the absorption or emission of radiation mainly depends on vibration of charged particle. During the oscillations of charged particle, so something energy released or absorbed, so that is based on the charged particles. The radiation emitted or absorbed is associated with an energy. The radiation associated with definite amount of energy. The energy released or absorbed from a body in the form of small packets in a discontinuous way. The small packet is called quantum. Number of packets is taken as quanta. Quanta is plural number, quantum is singular number. So now, the energy released or absorbed in the form of small packets in a discontinuous way, especially discontinuous called small packets called quantum. The energy associated with quantum is directly proportional to the frequency of a particular light, right? The energy of quantum, the energy of quantum is directly proportional to frequency of radiation. The energy of radiation or quantum is directly proportional to frequency of that particular radiation, nothing but light. E is directly proportional to frequency. E is equal to, there is a proportionality constant H, right? E equal to energy of radiation, right? Nu equal to frequency of radiation. H equal to Planck's constant. The value of Planck's constant is H value equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 27 X joules, X seconds. Next, H equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules second. Now in kilojoules per mole also you can consider this value 3.99 into 10 to the power of minus 13. 3.99 into 10 to the power of minus 13 kilojoules seconds per mole. Per mole means this value must be multiplied by Avogadro number, you will get this value. So that's why kilojoules seconds per mole, the value will be 3.99 into 10 to the power of minus 13. This energy emitted or absorbed is an integral multiple of frequency of radiation, but not fractional value, right? Energy associated with radiation is energy associated with radiation is quantum, nothing much, is an integral multiple of frequency of radiation. Right now, so it's but not fraction value. It's very important. E equal to NH nu, not H nu, NH. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Now, E equal to N H C by lambda, where nu equal to C by lambda, right? E equal to N H C 1 by lambda equal to nu bar, where nu bar equal to 1 by lambda. You just remember these formulas. E equal to H nu, E equal to NH nu according to Planck's quantum theory. As per this theory, so the energy emitted or absorbed from any body in the form of a small packets in a discontinuous way, each packet is named as quantum. The quantum is associated with energy. That energy is directly proportional to frequency. This is what. Next one is Einstein's approach. As per Einstein's the light or the radiation transmitted through a space in the form of small particles called photon. Yes, Einstein approach. So according to Einstein, the radiation energy, the emitted or absorbed energy in the form of small particles called photon. According to Planck's named as quantum, according to Einstein named as photon. So the radiation is propagated in the form of photon. The radiation is propagated in the form of photon. The energy associated with this photon is directly proportional to the frequency of radiation again. The energy associated with photon is directly proportional to its frequency of radiation. E equal to again h nu, E equal to hc by lambda, E equal to hc nu bar, as it is formulas students. Again, energy associated with 1 mole of electrons, energy associated with 1 mole of electrons or 1 mole of photon, nothing but here, 1 mole of photon is equal to E equal to NH, where N equal to Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number means 1 mole, 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 photons, that is Avogadro's number. Planck's quantum theory extended by Einstein especially as per the particle nature. Planck's quantum theory extended by Einstein for all types of electromagnetic radiations. This is Einstein approach, almost close to which one, that is Planck's quantum theory. Next one, Compton approach. According to Compton, he observed that he passed X-rays through a particular compound. X-rays will be scattered. The scattered light has increase in wavelength and decrease in light. So this effect is called as Compton effect. The increase in wavelength or decrease in wavelength or decrease in energy of X-rays after scattering through a metal, after scattering from an object, from an object called component. Students, E equal to hc by lambda. This is what formula from Planck's quantum theory. So now, increasing wavelength, decreasing energy. Energy decreases, wavelength increases. Increasing wavelength, decreasing energy. It means increasing wavelength, energy will be decreased as per this relation, because energy and wavelength are reciprocal to each other. It means this statement is matched with which one? That is Planck's quantum theory. In Planck's quantum or Einstein approach also, energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. As per Compton also, energy decreases, wavelength increases, inversely proportional to each other. Right? This is Compton effect. Next, before going to problems, okay students, we'll discuss one sample problems on this data. Calculate the energy of 1 mole of photons whose frequency is 5 into 10 to the power of 14 Hz. Energy equal to, we know the formula, NH, where n equal to 1 mole. 1 mole means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Where h equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules seconds. You can take ergs, otherwise joules also. So I am taking here joules seconds. Next, frequency equal to 5 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. It is also equal to 5 into 10 to the power of 14 seconds. Then substitute all values, you get energy equal to N 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. H value 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into 5 into 10 to the power of 14. So then answer will be, all the units will be cancelled, second inverse, and obviously joules you will get. Here it is atoms per mole left. So on solving this you will get answer. The answer is 199.51 kilojoules per mole finally. 199.51 kilojoules per mole. Students, first you will get answer in joules, afterwards joules into kilojoules by multiplying with 10 to the power of minus 3. You just verify this answer whether right or wrong. Next question, just write. The question is, what is the number of photons of light with wavelength? What is the number of photons of light with a wavelength of light with wavelength of 4000 picometers that provide 1 joule of energy. 4000 picometers that provides 1 joule of energy. They are expecting n value here. So solution for this question, students. Solution. So what is our formula? E equal to NH. This is right. N is equal. Energy given is 1 joule. H equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules a seconds. Nu, actually E equal to NH C by lambda. Nu equal to C by lambda. They didn't give frequency, that's why I have taken lambda formula. Lambda equal to wavelength 4000 picometers. that is equal to 4000 into 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. 1 picometer equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 meters, 10 to the power of minus 10 centimeters. Next, it is wavelength. Afterwards, C equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Substitute all values, you will get the answer for this question. Then, on solving this, so that is equal to n equal to what is that? E into lambda by hc, that is. This is the formula. E into lambda by hc. Right? Energy 1 joule, lambda 4000 into 10 to the power of minus 12 meters by, okay, h value will be 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules seconds. Next, C value 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Second cancel. Joule cancel. What are meter per second? Meter cancel. No unit here because it is number. On solving you will get n value. The answer for this question is 2.01 into 10 to the power of 16. 2.01 into 10 to the power of 16. This many number of photons are required to related with 1 joule of energy and 4000 picometers of wavelength. Right? These are the possible problems on Planck's quantum theory, Einstein approach. And many are there in the textbook and material, you try to solve them. Now the next topic is okay students, the next topic is the photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. So very important. This was given by Einstein as per him. When you pass a light onto a metal surface, obviously electron will be ejected. The phenomenon is called as which one? Photoelectric effect. The ejection of electron from a metal surface by striking a suitable frequency of light on metal surface called photoelectric effect. The ejected electron is called photoelectron. So to eject electron, something minimum frequency of light is required. The minimum frequency of light to eject an electron from a metal surface called which one? That is threshold frequency. Metals are potassium, rubidium, cesium. Just observe, this is a metal surface, right? Metal means M plus and electrons. So there is an attraction. This is an attraction. If you pass a light, that light breaks this bond, and this electron will be ejected, right? If I took 100 joules of energy of light which is fall onto the metal surface, to break this bond I need 50 joules. Just imagine. Total taken energy is 100. This bond is broken by 50 joules. Remaining 50 joules is used as kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means to move the electron from the metal surface, some energy required, that is called kinetic energy. Totally 100 joules. Something minimum is required. This is called work function. Work function. Work function is indicated by W. That is indicated as h nu naught, nothing but E naught it is. Right now. And the kinetic energy is 50 joules. The total is, this is indicated as energy. Energy is E equal to h nu, that is equal to 100 joules. Energy h nu equal to 50 plus 50, 100 equal to 50 plus 50. If you pass 100 joules of energy of light onto the metal surface, 50 joules are used to break the bond between the metal and electron. Then electron will be free. And the remaining, the rest of the energy will be used by electron as a kinetic energy. Then only electron will be ejected. Right now? So we'll write all these points now. First, ejection of electron from metal surface by striking suitable frequency of light on metal surface. This is called photoelectric effect. The ejected electron called photoelectron. The ejected electron called photoelectron. Minimum frequency or minimum energy of light is required to break the attraction between the metal and which one? Electron. The minimum frequency required for photoelectric effect called threshold frequency. Right, that is indicated as mu naught. So the minimum energy required to eject the electron called threshold energy. That is E naught equal to H nu naught. Simply we can consider like that. Now, afterwards, potassium, rubidium, cesium metals are using for photoelectric effect because these are first A group elements, most metallic, that's why we are using. So now the next point is a part of total energy is used to break the attraction and the rest energy is used as a kinetic energy. The part of energy required to break attraction between metal ion and electron and the rest is used as kinetic energy to move electron from surface. Right? There are two phenomena. Okay, this total energy equal 100 equal to 50 plus 50 as I told you. Then we will write that. Yes. Energy equal to work function plus kinetic energy. This is the formula. Energy equal to H nu. E equal to H nu I wrote. Work function equal to H nu naught. Already given threshold energy is E naught equal to work function. Work function means something work done to break the electron and metal ion attraction plus kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is equal to H nu minus H nu naught. Okay na? Then kinetic energy equal to H into nu minus naught. You know already nu equal to C by lambda. Nu naught equal to C by lambda. Substitute kinetic energy equal to C by lambda minus C by lambda naught. Okay. So finally, HC 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Kinetic energy. This is another formula. Kinetic energy equal to half mv square. It is equal to Hc 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. It is another formula. Half mv square equal to h is nu minus mu naught. It is another formula. So these are all different formula students, different questions are possible from this data. Now, so kinetic energy is directly proportional to generally frequency. So frequency of light increases, incident light increases, kinetic energy of ejected electron also increases. Next, few points and conditions are required. We will write all those points. Kinetic energy of ejected electron is directly proportional to frequency of incident light. There is a graph between kinetic energy versus frequency. Kinetic energy versus frequency. So here, like this graph, directly proportional. So up to this is the minimum energy to required, this is mu naught. This minimum energy is required to eject the electron. So if you know the minimum, if it means if it has a minimum frequency, then only eject the electron. That's why I didn't draw from this horizon. So this is must at least, right? Next graph is kinetic energy is directly proportional to this value, right? Kinetic energy is this value. The difference is more, kinetic energy also, right now. So the slope is h there. Now three conditions are there. First condition, this is metal surface, m plus and electron, attraction is there, 100 joules of energy, this is 50 utilized here, 50 will be taken as the kinetic energy, 50 joules. Right now this is what? Now it is frequency, just imagine frequency, and it is a threshold frequency, minimum frequency is 50. You need to apply more energy. It means nu greater than nu naught, frequency of incident radiation greater than that of the threshold frequency. If minimum energy is 50, you are passing 100 more energy, then obviously electron is ejected. If minimum energy 50, passing also 50, yes, this attraction is broken. 50 taken totally, minimum 50, passed also 50. So by that energy this attraction is broken. There is no energy to eject electron. Attraction broken, but kinetic energy 0. Minimum energy 50, passed energy 100. So 50 consumed to break, and rest of the 50 used to eject electron. It means kinetic energy maximum. Minimum 50, passed also 50, broken, but there is no kinetic energy. Minimum 50, passed 20, it means there is no breaking, there is no photoelectric effect. Three conditions. Greater than naught. Yes, there is a photoelectric effect. Awesome. Minimum energy is equal to threshold energy. Otherwise, incident light energy equal to threshold energy. In this, photoelectric effect is there, but kinetic energy equal to 0. Kinetic energy is maximum. So, photoelectric effect also possible here, but kinetic energy of ejected electron is 0. Of ejected electron will be 0. Next, this is less than that of this. Minimum energy to break the electron and the metal ion attraction is 50, but you are passing only 20. Difficult to break this attraction. That's why never. So, no electric charge. Okay, so these are the points we need. Kinetic energy of photons depends only on frequency but not intensity. Here's the graph. It is kinetic energy versus intensity. Intensity of incident radiation. Intensity of incident radiation. Yes. Kinetic energy only depends on frequency but not on intensity of light. Intensity of light. Clear it is? So these are the points required for us to solve problems. So now formula is kinetic energy equal to h nu minus h nu naught. Kinetic energy equal to hc into 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. One sample problem we will discuss on this now. Yes, the problem is the threshold frequency of a metal is the threshold frequency of metal is frequency of metal is 7.0 into 10 to the power of 14 seconds. 7.0 into 10 to the power of 14 seconds. Next, calculate the kinetic energy of electron emitted. Calculate the kinetic energy of electron emitted. When radiation of frequency, when radiation of frequency 1.0 into 10 to the power of 15 seconds. 1.0 into 10 to the power of 15 second inverse. Okay, hits the metal. Right? It is question. For this solution we will answer. They gave threshold frequency that is equal to nu naught 7.0 into 10 to the power of 14 seconds. Next, frequency nu equal to 1.0 into 10 to the power of 15 seconds. We need kinetic energy. Kinetic energy equal to h in nu minus h value is 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules seconds. Okay, substitute all values, you will get the answer now. Now, kinetic energy equal h value, I will make it 10 into 10 to the power of 14, 1 into 10 to the power of 15, 10 into 10 to the power of 14. Kinetic energy equal to h value. What is h value here? 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second into nu equal to 10 into 10 to the power of 14, right, minus 7.0 into 10 to the power of 14 second inverse. Second inverse cancel. 10 to the power of 14 is a common term. 10 minus 7, you will get 3. 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34. 10 minus 7 is 3 into 10 to the power of 14 joules per unit. On solving, so you get the answer is 1.98 into 10 to the power of 1.98 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. Minus 19 joules. So I took it as this one is considered as 10 into 10 to the power of 14 seconds. Clear? This is I substituted. Easy questions are possible. So by this, kinetic energy equal to half an hour square. Velocity also you can find. Velocity of ejected electron also you can find. Those also possible from this data. Okay. Where this photoelectric effect completed. This is the problem already given in the textbook. You try to solve maximum problems which are already given in your material. We'll continue now next topic.